Hello, beautiful creature. Wonderful to see you. My name is Eliza Kendall. It is Thursday, the 24th of September, 2020. I am in Bundjalung Nation country, northern New South Wales in Australia. Let me begin by saying how very wonderful you are. In all the ups and downs, and all the cracks, all the breaks, all the deaths. All the identifying qualities that are moving and shifting and changing and adapting to this new, fantastically curious world that we find ourselves in. My goodness. I am learning so much. I'm learning to be ever more present. The whole year I'm learning deeper levels of presence than ever before, and the importance of that, and also the sanity and calmness and harmony inside my body that comes with being deeply present. I'm noticing that when I'm not deeply present, I am not communicating as effectively as I would like. I'm noticing when I'm not deeply present, I'm not really noticing the possibilities that are endless. When I'm not deeply present, I am not really able to listen to my internal guidance and really pay attention to it. When I'm not deeply present, I'm not really honoring myself, and I've actually come out of integrity. Because if I'm not deeply present, then I'm doing harm to myself and I'm doing harm to others, because I'm not honoring the moment and paying attention to what is there and anchoring all of my energy into this very now moment so that I can really witness you and witness the earth as it moves around me and as it exchanges and shares and reflects beauty and information and growth. And I don't know about you, I am pretty dedicated to growth, and I'm really dedicated to noticing how I can be better, how I can communicate better, how I can be more in integrity with myself, how I can be more aligned to my life purpose and my mission for this planet, the reason why I came. And I'm really noticing the importance of discernment. Presence, discernment, and intuition are the three things that I've been, learning to master for whole of 2020. I mean, many more years before that. But I find myself in a time in 2020 where I'm really learning to master this, and what does it mean, and how can I fully integrate and embody these qualities that I've been journeying with for so many years now. And I'm really noticing the importance of being very discerning about when we are communicating, and also being really discerning about when to take our next step. I've been watching snakes again and again, and I was watching this gorgeous little green snake the other day come out of the back of a couch that I have outside that I'd rattled a little bit, and it must have taken about half an hour before it decided to come out. It was very cautious about it. And, I even use that word cautious, but what looks cautious to me is actually just discernment for that snake. It waited until it was very still. It waited until there had been no more movement for quite some time before it ventured out of its, the place where it couldn't be seen. And as it popped its gorgeous little head out from under the couch, it did that thing where it lifts its little head up and looks around. It was so bloody cute. And, it really sensed the pathway really masterfully before it chose which direction to go. And I feel like this is such an important thing, particularly as we find ourselves in a time where there are so many agendas going around, and so many pathways, and so many thought forms, and so many ideas, and so many concepts and structures and systems, and the whole thing we're unraveling and we're recalibrating, and we're kind of looking at everything again, hopefully with really fresh eyes, in order to determine if we want to kind of bring this quality or this system or whatever it is into the new world with us now. And I'm just really noticing in the last few weeks the importance of gathering all of the information is one thing, doing that with presence, but gathering all of the information and dropping that into the presence within you. And when I say gathering all of the information, I mean intellectual information, research on the WW if you want to, but also research the elements, research the nature, pay attention to what's in front of you, because the information that you seek, no matter what the topic is, will be presented to you if you're simply present enough to notice it's there. Your guides are constantly putting information in front of you. Every interaction you have with another vibrationary being is informational in its nature, and it is there to give you some piece of knowledge that can help you to evolve and grow. And that is why we are here on this planet, is to grow and evolve and understand ourselves, and therefore understand everything else around us. And so I just really am noticing so much how important it is to discern the step that you take forward before you take it. Gather all of the information, then pause, contemplate. Pause, and then feel inside of yourself. Drop into your body. When you feel harmonious, when you feel empowered, when you feel aligned, when all parts of you are in agreement, then take the step forward. Don't do it if you're conflicted. Don't do it if you're disempowered. Don't do it if your nervous system is a bit fried. Don't do it if your adrenals are purged. Don't do it if you're scared or angry or pissed off or anxious or whatever it is that comes from the fear-based paradigm, because all of those emotions do come from that place. Instead, wait until you feel good. Wait until you're clear. Wait until it's a hell yes from all parts of yourself before you take that step forward. And I'm not just talking big steps, I'm also taking little steps right now. Whoopsies. Because I'm noticing that little steps are having a really big impact on the big picture, right? We're all having this kind of ripple effect. And so, yeah, these are just things that I continue to work with, things that I just continue to explore and recognize and contemplate and teach and share with others as well. And any information that I share with you, be it coming from my experiential knowledge of decades of personal and spiritual development, or my professional expertise in also decades of spiritual work and in the healing arts and working with psychotherapy as well. I've come to some understandings of some things, but as I share this information, regardless of where it comes from, I have no expectation of what you'll do with it, and I love that. I love that we can just kind of lay it down in front of one another and back away. And again, I really have noticed, particularly last week, the week before, where there was still times when I was really attached to people accepting my opinion. It was really reminding me of myself about 10 years ago, when I was kind of self-righteous and had so much knowledge and had learnt so much and just really wanted to help everybody to understand. And yeah, and it would kind of really bother me if people didn't they'd come and ask for my advice and not take it, and I'd be really annoyed and kind of drained, and I'd give them my energy, and then they would just kind of not really use it well. But these days, I just like to lay it out in front of you, and you do what you want with it. If it resonates, pick it up. If it doesn't, I don't care. Yeah, and what a wonderful thing it is that we're all just learning in our own unique ways as well. We have all these different perspectives. I'm so grateful for that. I wouldn't want to live in a world where everyone thinks the same thing. And yeah, I'm also encouraging you, this is definitely a practice I've had for many years, to have friends and people around you, or people in your feed, in your social media platforms that you disagree with. Have people around you that are not like you. People from different walks of life with different backgrounds and different opinions. It's really helpful to learn and see yourself, and also continue to find ways that we can just meet and compromise. And yeah, okay. All right, yeah. I've just had food poisoning on the weekend. I've only just recovered, but I feel really good today. It's always really beautiful to do these reports, even if I'm feeling a bit kind of, I don't know, a bit weaker in my body than I'd like to be. I notice as soon as I kind of get in, the spirits are just they're all so lovely, and I'm just so happy to sharing information that I have and help in any way I can. So, all right, but that's enough for me because, yeah. Yeah, I've been pretty out of it this week. I did the Healy program, and it really kind of cured the food poisoning, by the way, if anyone's interested. And the Healy, it just fixed it like that. It was actually really amazing. Okay, let's see. Okay, see if anyone has anything they want to say today. Been really quiet today. It's interesting. I was just kind of like, oh, you're quite quiet. I mean, I've been doing so many readings. I've been in near constant. I've been in full-time communication with different spirits and doing so much healing work as well in many different realms for the last week. And so as I just kind of asked if there was anyone that wanted to speak, they were kind of like, yeah, we're kind of just having a bit of time off. We're giving you a bit of time off. But they did show me a dog and a cat. They showed me this image and resonance, this vibrational frequency of being really calm and gentle and still, both with the mind and the emotions and the body, and just really, you know, simple pleasures. You know, a cat, it just wants to be fed, and when it's fed, it's really content. It doesn't need anything else, and it doesn't think about other cats, and it doesn't think about what it doesn't have, and it doesn't think about how bad it is. It doesn't even think about how good it is, you know. It just kind of eats the food and then cleans itself a bit and then finds somewhere to lie in the sun, and it's really content with that. You know, and a dog, it just wants you to pat it, and once you've patted it, it's really content. Very, very simple, very easy, very clear direction from these animals. It's very obvious what it is that they want from you, and they don't, I was going to say they don't demand it, but some cats kind of do. But they kind of don't, you know, they're not going to yell at you and be really upset with you if you just say no and you don't want to do that thing. You know, they'll still come back and they'll still love you and they'll still offer you their love. Yeah, it's interesting because they're just showing us this as a metaphor for human interaction as well, to just go about our days, particularly, yeah, certainly for the rest of this year, really going about our days in ways that are, you know, we have gentle and clear and certainly concise communication with one another, but also that we are noticing, and you know, again, pets are really present. We are noticing and being present to the things that bring us contentment in the moment. Yeah, and they're encouraging me to repeat that now, you know, finding contentment in the moments again and again and again, continuing to find contentment in the moment. They continue to repeat that. And now they're just showing me a line in the body as well, aligning the body and the mind. So aligning the heart with the mind, getting yourself into a really nice congruent state. So that means aligning the conscious mind or the analytical mind with the intuitive mind. It also means aligning and ensuring that all energy centers, all of the power centers in your body are aligned. So using whatever practices that you can use, that you have previously used, to ensure that your vessel, your energy body, your auric field is really clear and clean, and you are, continuing to clear that really regularly, particularly if you are anyone who is doing any work, doing any healing work right now, doing any light work or shadow work, or anyone who is a HSP or a sensitive or an empath. Thank you. And they're just also letting me know when in regards to that, they're actually really wanting me, I've noticed this too, really wanting me to pass on a really important message to any of those working in the field with energy work right now and healing work. There is a massive amount of movement on the planet, massive amounts of clearing and cleansing of some dense energies, of displaced spirits, of attachments, of alien implants, of many, many, many different things that have essentially been, purging us of some of our life force energy, or blocking us from full clarity or full authentic expression, or really being very present to all the potentials in the moment, and actually really embodying our full life purpose. Excuse me, I'm a bit stumbly today. And so what they're wanting us to know, so I'm going to just speak this as concisely as I can, because it's a really important message. They've been asking me, actually, I realise now, for a while, to pay attention to this. I've been doing a lot of work with light workers who are a generation or two above me, a lot of work with them, and we are having to do massive, massive, massive clearings of these light workers because of all the work that they have done over the years. They have taken on board the energy into their systems, and they now have major health issues that need to be rectified. And so the message is very clear. Anyone who's doing energy work and light worker work, no matter how skilled you are, no matter how awesome you are at doing energy work, please clear and cleanse yourself after every single client. In between your clients, this is so important. You will be merging energies if you are working with any area in the energy body. So this obviously covers a lot of different modalities that have impact on the energy bodies. It's essential that you are clearing and cleansing yourself. Again, after and before every client, and then at the end of the day and at the start of the day. And at the start of the day, please set your field yourself. Do not go in so open without any intentions, because you will pick up other people's stuff, and I can tell you now it will have an impact later on down the line for you. This is so important to be doing this and being really strict about it. Make it a ritual. Yeah, thank you. Okay. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Yeah, they're really confirming that as well. You know, there are a lot of things being removed off people at the moment. A lot of the kind of attachments and sort of, insidious things that have been sucking our life force energy are being separated and moved off us and off out of the astral plane that is around this planet, and also our bodies, right? And so as they're kind of being moved around, what it means is that there are lots of different energies moving around the planet. And, some of them might not be shepherded off properly. Some of them might not have a really clear or open gateway or portal to move through, or they might not have someone, a spirit that is ensuring that they cross over. And so, I'm also aware that there are lots of people out there who are doing this kind of work who aren't as skilled up as they need to be, and so they're removing entities, and they're doing, plant ceremonies where things are coming off people, and they're not being sent to the right places. They're not actually being treated in the appropriate manner, so that they don't then just kind of stew around and then jump onto someone else, okay, and have any impact on anyone else. So yeah, really important if you're doing any kind of energy work, any kind of healing work, if you are, even if you're in psychotherapy work, anything across the board, please, please, please clear your systems, okay? Really important. I'm really seeing the impact of that now. And as I said, I'm doing lots of work now with people that have serious health issues because of the incredible work that they have done in the past, and they've just not cleared themselves properly. So, cool. All right, I didn't know that was going to come up, but yeah, they've been illuminating this to me because, again, I'm also just really paying attention to who's coming in front of me, and a lot of these beautiful ones in the area that I'm in are coming to me now to get this cleared from them. So, cool bananas, discernment, right? Presence, and intuition. And setting your field. Set your field, clean your field, set it. Word. Okay, I'm going to say bye. And See you next week. So much love to you. Yeah, if you have any questions for Spirit, I'd love a question. Like if there's something you want to ask about or talk about, it's actually much easier, and they're really happy to just answer. You know, if they're given something that that we are interested in knowing, they're really happy to kind of then give the appropriate information around that topic, around that theme. So if you have something like that, please send me a comment and I'll ask for you next week. Okay. Lots of love, beauty.